Hello friends, welcome to another video of Indian heroes. We will talk about Seth Walchand Hirachand, the dreamer who dared. Born on 23rd November 1882 in a Gujarati family, Walchand Hirachand Doshi hailed from Solapur, which is now in the Maharashtra state of India. His parents hailed from Vankanar region of the Gujarat. His father was Seth Hirachand Nemchand Doshi, who was a proficient businessman involved in cotton trading as well as money lending. When it comes to education, Walchand Hirachand Doshi did his matriculation from Solapur Government High School in the year 1899. He later attained a prestigious degree in arts from St. Xavier's College. He went to Deccan College for further studies in Pune but left it to pursue his family business. In the year 1900, Walchand Hirachand Doshi got married to one of the Solapur's most famous banker's daughter, Jeev Kilachand. He had a daughter, Chatur. In an unexpected demise, his wife died during the childbirth. After 13 years, on the recommendation of his family, he married Kastur Mehta. After spending a few years in his father's family business of banking and cotton trades, he realized he was not interested in the family business. He became a railway contractor for constructions in partnership with a former railway clerk, Lakshman Rao. The partnership later became Phatak Walchand Private Limited. Walchand proved to be a successful railway contractor but was open to other business ideas as well. Despite not hailing from an established business house, the projects undertaken by Walchand were grand in design, to say the least. While attention to detail in planning was not one of his strengths, he always seemed to know how to find his way around. This was true especially with respect to manpower management, meeting deadlines, and raising funds. Most of his projects were highly leveraged. As a contractor engaged in construction, his biggest customer was the British government. He worked with British officials closely in several projects. However, he supported the Indian independence movement and most of the projects were inaugurated, including launching of new ships by famous freedom fighters. He was able to maintain a fine line between these opposite forces. Walchand, along with Annie Besant and M.R. Jayakar, together were the first sponsors of pioneering national news agency, the Free Press of India, founded in 1927. Walchand was among the early and active supporters of Indian National Congress, along with other stalwarts of Indian industry, and funded many of its activities. It was in the construction business, first as a railway contractor and then as a contractor to other departments of government, that Phatak Walchand Private Limited, partnership till 1915, made money. Phatak left the firm after it bought a foundry and undertook a mining lease, with the view that it was stretching itself into too many areas. Meanwhile, the firm found it difficult to back larger contracts due to small size and absence of marquee names. It was merged in Tata Construction Company in 1920 to overcome these problems. Some of the major projects executed by the company include the commissioning of the tunnels through the bore guards for a railway route from Mumbai to Pune and laying of water pipes from Tansa Lake to Mumbai, and also laying tracks for Barsi Light Railway. Walchand founded Walchand Nagar Industries in 1908, which was started as a large-scale sugar farming firm but was later diversified into also making sugar refined spirits, sugar machinery, plastic goods, cement plant, paper and pulp plant, and water tubes. Walchand Nagar Industries is today a diversified company manufacturing also boilers, turbines, and also supplies strategic components to India's defense and aerospace sector. WIL was subject to sanctions by the United States following Pokhran II for its involvement in India's nuclear and space programs. The sanctions were dropped in 2001. In 1919, after the end of World War I, he, along with his friends Narottam Morarji and Kilachan Devchand, bought a steamer, the SS Loyalty, from the Scindias of Gwalior, with Narottam Morarji being major financer. The first Indian ship, SS Loyalty, made its maiden international voyage on 5th April 1919 by sailing from Mumbai to London. Walchand Hirachand was personally present on the ship. After India became independent, 5th April has been declared the National Maritime Day to honor that voyage. Walchand's underlying assumption was that the post-war years would also spell massive growth for the shipping industry just as the war years had done. However, British companies such as P&O and BI Shipping were strong in the shipping industry, and most of the attempts by domestic players till then had failed. Walchand named his company the Scindia Steam Navigation Company Limited and competed with the foreign players. It was recognized as the first Swadeshi shipping company in the true sense of the term and was referred to widely in Mahatma Gandhi's columns in Young India and Harijan on Swadeshi boycott of foreign goods and non-cooperation movement. It barely managed to survive after entering into agreements on routes and fare was with its foreign competitors. However, Walchand still supported new indigenous shipping ventures as he believed that a strong domestic shipping industry was the need of the hour. In 1929, he became the chairman of Scindia Steam and continued in the same position till 1950 when he resigned on grounds of ill health. By 1953, the company had captured 21% of Indian coastal traffic. In 1939, a chance acquaintance with an American aircraft company manager inspired him to start an aircraft factory in India. Hindustan Aircraft was started in Bangalore in the Mysore state with the active support of the Diwan Mirza Ismail in December 1940, where Kingdom of Mysore were partners in venture. Others who invested their money were Khatau and Kelachan. By April 1941, the Indian government acquired one-third of ownership, and by April 1942, it nationalized the company by compensating shareholders adequately. The reasons that prompted the government for nationalizing were it was a sensitive and strategic sector. Japan's advances in the war meant that the government needed fast responses and hence direct ownership, and it could not allow a crucial war project to remain undercapitalized or loss-making. To face competition in shipping business from the British and other foreign businesses, Walchand entered allied businesses such as insurance. In 1937, he presided over the Conference of Indian Insurance Companies held in Calcutta. Walchand also believed that there was a strong need for a shipyard in the country and started work on it in 1940 at Visakhapatnam. In the days when it was unthinkable a foundation ceremony to be done by anyone other than the British officials, the truly patriotic Walchand decided to break the tradition, and the foundation stone for the shipyard was laid by Dr. Rajendra Prasad on 21st June 1941, who was acting Congress president at that time. It was named Scindia Shipyard Limited, and its first product, the ship Jalusha, was launched soon after independence by Jawaharlal Nehru in 1948. However, the shipyard came under government control a few months later and was fully nationalized in 1961 and was renamed Hindustan Shipyard Limited. As early as 1939, Walchand was interested in establishing a car factory in India. Birla family was also working in the same direction. In 1940, he signed an MOU with Chrysler but could not get clearances and concession from the Mysore government, unlike in the case of the aircraft company. In 1945, he established Premier Automobiles near Mumbai. Again, in this venture, his other partners were Khatau and Kilachan, who were also Walchand's partner in Hindustan Aircraft. By 1948, the company started indigenization in a small way with an in-house components department. The first car rolled out of his factory in 1949, thus beating Birla's Hindustan Motors venture in the race. In 1955, it tied up with the Fiat and started manufacturing engines in India. By 1956, parts of chassis were locally made. Walchand was one of the founder members of Maharashtra Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture and served as its president for 11 consecutive years from 1927 to 1938. In 1949, he suffered from a stroke and retired from business in 1950. He was looked after by his wife, Kasturbai, passionately in his last years, who took him away to natural surroundings and religious town of Sidhpur in Gujarat away from Mumbai, so that he could recover his health. He died on 8 April 1953 at Sidhpur. As Walchand Hirachand died without any heirs, his business is now run by descendants of his brothers like Gulabchand Hirachand, Lalchand Hirachand, Ratanchand Hirachand, who worked together till they were alive. Truly, the story of Seth Walchand Hirachand is full of inspirations. He can be counted as one of the builders of the Indian nation. Friends, hope you liked the video. Please subscribe us for more such videos. Thank you.